Well, hello everyone. How's everyone doing on such a wonderful, awesome, and amazing day? Here I am, Reverend Harris, yet again to share with you the great news on how you can become 100% cured of herpes. See, a lot of you have written in and said to me that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of this horrible herpes disease. I too was sick and tired of being sick and tired of this horrible herpes disease, but today, I sit before you because I understand the struggle, the pain, the anxiety buildup, the stress, the sleepless nights that you are experiencing. See, I experienced that too for 4 agonizing years. Let me tell you something. I looked into the eyes of the naysayers and they told me, just like they've told you, that you would live with this disease for the rest of your life, and they had a treatment plan in place. See, I didn't want no treatment plan because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Are you understanding what I'm saying? I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of the breakouts, the unannounced lesions, blisters, anxiety buildup, stress, embarrassing moments going outside. Let me tell you something. I know that you're going through what you're going through. Wait a minute. Somebody just wrote in, is this the original herpes boot camp.com I have bought online? This is it. You came to the right place at the right time to get the information that you're seeking. See, let me tell you how horrible herpes was for me. That way you'll understand that you're listening to the right person and not a person that just want to tell you something off the top of their head. See, I had the sores and the blisters on my lip, on my tongue, inside my mouth. I was mad. I was sad. I was depressed. I had anxiety build up like you wouldn't believe. But let me tell you something. I didn't give up. For 4 years, I went through this. Some of you even longer than 4 years. Some of you shorter than 4 years. But you are here because you want to know if, in fact, what I went through worked for me and it will work for you. I'm here to let you know if you're willing to follow the process. It's a 31-day process and nothing is easy about it, but it's not difficult if you have a well made up mind. See, if you saying to me that you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, then this is your moment. Let me tell you something that a lot of you didn't know. See, I paid thousands of dollars chasing the cure, but I never caught up with it, though I thought I did. The naysayers, the scammers, and the liars told me I caught up with it. So once I went through their process, come to find out, after wasting all that time, I was still infected. Can you imagine how horrible I felt? Can you imagine how horrific that moment was for me? That's what I want you to avoid. Let me tell you this. After all the trials that I went through, the ups and the downs, the disappointments, and all the money that I spent, I concluded that all the things that I went through that did not work, I put together some things that I said, you know what, this have to work. Because all the embarrassing moments, all the disappointed moments, and then all the tests that I went and took after taking other people's program and it didn't work. Let me tell you something. When I put together this program that has been put together for you, I was cured in 31 days from 2014 of April up until today. I haven't experienced a breakout of any kind, a sore, a lesion, headache, embarrassing moments, nothing. And if it worked for me, I know that it can and it will work for you. But you know what? Let me tell you something. You have to put forth a valiant effort. You have to make a decision about your life. Yeah, I understand. You embarrassed. You down and out on your luck. You know that nothing works because you've tried everything. I said the same thing. I thought I tried everything, but I put together my own specialty and it worked for me. Let me hold on for a moment. We have a question. How long did this take once you figured out the plan? I'm glad you asked that question. Once I figured out the plan and I was fixated in my mind that I was ready to try what I had put together, since everything that I had tried had failed miserably. I was down on my luck. Matter of fact, when I put this plan together of everything that I put together like a puzzle, I was still down and out in my mental process because I was so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was just through. I didn't want to try what I had put together. So it took me 2 weeks before I decided to say, you know what? I got to get up. I got to do this. I did all this work. I did all this research. So something has to work. In 31 days, I went through this process day after day after day after day. After day 31, I said to myself, because I hadn't felt no more build up or breakouts, lesions, sores, blisters of any kind. I didn't feel it in my system. So in my mind, I was hopeful, but I still was uncertain. But I went to the doctor, urgent care, and I said, Doc, can you test me? Test me for this disease, herpes. Doc said, I'll test you. And once he tested me, after 72 hours, lo and behold, let me tell you something. All the research that I had done, and I saw what didn't work, and I put it together of what it was that I felt in my mind could possibly be something that will work for everybody, even myself. The doctor came back and said, you 100% herpes cured. That's how long it took me. 31 days. And if it worked for me, it'll work for you. Hold 1 second. We have a question. What was the most important reason why you decided to give up on doctors? Because I went through this for 4 years. Understand this. I respect the doctors, but it's certain things that I don't respect about doctors, because for 4 years, the doctors looked me in my eyes and told me that you will live with this disease for the rest of your life. And I believed them, just like you believe in them. I trust in them, the doctors. I'm not saying that I just totally downright out don't believe them, but when it came to this, I couldn't just believe what it was that they were saying, because it had to be something that could help me get rid of these unwanted breakouts. And here it was, 31-day process. And here I am, 100% cured. So every time the doctors say that you can't do something, you say to yourself, he or she is hiding something. So it has to be something that I can do. They left an opening. They called themselves shielding the door, but it was a crack in it. And I crept through the crack. And here I am, 100% herpes cured. And I want you to know that if it happened for me, it'll happen for you. But remember what you said earlier? You said that you were sick and tired of being sick and tired. Prove it. Not to me, but prove it to yourself, because I had to prove it to myself. I got tired of being sick and tired. I got tired of making plans. And when it came time for the plan to come to fruition, I had a breakout in the most visible place, on my mouth. I didn't want to go out and let my friends see me. And then they start talking about me, whispering to each other, something about what they're doing right now to you, unless they haven't seen your breakout, even on your job. I lost a high-paying job because one of my so-called friends saw my breakout and he told the boss on me. Since I'm in a right-to-work state, they canceled me within the same hour. Horrible. I have another question. Somebody said that is horrible. Not only is that horrible, it is downright out disrespectful, because Here I am, one of the best workers the company had. And when it was said that I had a horrible herpes disease, it didn't matter how intelligent I was or how great I was at the performance of my job, I was no longer needed. Isn't that how you're feeling right now? Have you went through that? Or are you the type that you can conceal it and don't tell nobody about what it is that you're going through? Because let me tell you something. That world is horrible. They will chew you up and spit you out just as quick as they shake your hand and smile in your face. We have another question. Going out in public must have been horrible. Let me tell you, I'm glad you said that. Going out in public, I used to wear a scarf around my face and a hat on my head and shades because I didn't want nobody to recognize who I was. More so, I didn't want the blister that was extended on my mouth to be seen. It was nasty. It was ugly. Pus coming out of it. And it was in agony. Days I went without brushing my teeth. I couldn't even gargle with Listerine because it burned. For those of you that are going through what you're going through, listen, toothpaste burns. Mouthwash burns. I know because I've been there. How did I overcome it? To be honest with you, I had a messed up breath and I kept my face covered when I went out in public because it hurt so bad, the toothpaste and the Listerine that I rinsed my mouth with, it burned that open sore. It's just like taking a knife and cutting your skin and then pour alcohol on it. Can you imagine the feeling? That's how horrible and painful that sore was on my mouth. So yes, going out in public wasn't easy. Going out in public, I stopped working out. I stopped activities that I enjoy, all because of this horrible herpes disease. So I understand again what you are going through. But right here, right now, it could be a distant memory, but it's up to you. You have to have a well-made-up mind to become sick and tired of being sick and tired of the breakouts. We have another question. What do you have that will cure those infected with herpes? This is what I will say. You go to herpesbootcamp.com. Everything that you need to know, everything that you want to know, if you need to be cured, if you want to be cured, you go to herpesbootcamp.com. Instead of me expressing it to you here, it's written out for you, step by step. There's no guesswork involved. I promise you, you'll be so happy that you went to herpesbootcamp.com because you said you want to be delivered. You asking me the questions, I'm answering you and letting you know the answers that you want is right there for you in herpesbootcamp.com. Now I ask you again, how bad do you want it? Do you choose to live with or without this horrible herpes disease? What's your choice? What is it that you have to lose? More importantly, what is it that you want to gain from this moment, from this presentation? I'm sharing with you my love. I'm Reverend Harris. I'm extending my hands to you. Grab me by the hand and let me walk you towards success. Success means being cured of this horrible herpes disease. Isn't that what you want? I know that's what you want because that's why you're here. You stopped by this presentation to listen to what it was that I had to say. There's a lot of gimmicks and a lot of scams out there. I know because I've been scammed, I've been duped, I've been lied to, I've been used. But you know what? Through it all, I stayed the course because I knew this moment would come. I didn't know how long it was going to take, but I knew I wasn't going to give up. And since I did not give up, I'm here showing you I'm 100% herpes delivered. And my level of excitement is beyond the rooftop. Yours can and will be as well. But you have to make a decision. We have another question. Will this heal those infected? Let me say it to you like this. You know what? Let me reiterate that. Will this heal those infected? I want you to hear me very clearly. I can sit here with the certainty and a surety to say that to you that this will cure the infected, but will it cure you? I can't answer that question. Let me tell you why I can't. The reason that I can't, because everybody don't have that sick and tired of being sick and tired mentality. When you sick and tired of being sick and tired, you follow everything that's been outlined for you to the letter. You do not deviate. You do not offset your course. Does that make sense? I'm giving it to you like it was never given to me. I didn't have what I'm sharing with you. And because I went through this, I feel compelled by the Holy Spirit to share with you that you can become cured. We have another question. Too much garbage online and on Amazon. Did you go to Amazon and read their ebooks in effort to cure yourself? I did not. I didn't go to Amazon. I didn't see no ebooks. The stuff that I saw was people selling ideas that, oh, you can be cured. And when I saw that, I quickly gravitated to it. I wanted to be cured. So whatever came across the screen, I went to it. Lotions and potions. I went to it. I bought into it. And when I went through the process, still positive. Still positive. I went 3 months. I went some 6 months. Still, I know that I'm doing something right. But I didn't do anything right because what was given to me was a lie. And that's why I learned from the lies that I went through. I put the puzzle together piece by piece. It took me 4 years to put it together, but I put it together. And this is what I came up with. And here I am today, 100% herpes cured. I hope this makes sense to you because it made a whole lot of sense to me once it happened. When I was going through the process, it didn't make sense to me. I didn't even understand it. But I refused to give up because I knew there was something that was in place that I was putting together, that I had prayed and asked God and hoped that it would work. And here I am. We have another question. How much did you spend online to find the cure? Initially, I won't give you the exact number, but I spent over $3,000 trying to find a cure. Because when something came up, oh, I got to, oh, let me spend this money. Let me spend that money. And I was just chasing. I was a track star. I was running after everything that had a illumination, a light that said I could be cured. And it was a lie. I'm going to give it to you like your IS is. I'm going to be 100% real with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, reverend or not. I'm going to let you know that you need to know the truth. And the truth of the matter is you need to go to herpesbootcamp.com. This is where your deliverance starts. Somebody has a question. What is your name again, sir? Reverend Stanley. Reverend Stanley is my name. And I would love an opportunity to learn who you are and to keep what you and I discuss in private and walk you through the process hand by hand, 31 days. You can do it. I believe in you, but I have to ask you, do you believe in yourself? The question is, will you guide people along with your plan to ensure a cure? Not only will I guide you along through the plan, I will walk through this process day after day after day, and all you have to do is write into me through Skype. Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what you're going through. People write to me right now and say they don't have the courage to keep moving forward. And after I have a few minutes speaking with them, they say, Reverend Harris, you have really elevated my life. You have really given me that positivity to let me know that if you did it, I can do it. So I'm there with you 100%. No, you don't have to go through this process by yourself. Only if you choose to. And then, even if you choose not to speak with me, share notes with me. Reverend Harris, I'm doing great. Reverend Harris, thank you so much. Reverend Harris, you are incredible. Reverend Harris, thank God for you. Whatever your heart desires, we're connected. Black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Japanese, doesn't matter your nationality. What matters is the belief that you have in yourself to go through this 31-day process and make it one of the most firm decisions you've ever made. Somebody has a question. Can anyone start your plan? Everyone can start my plan. Everyone and anyone who has courage, everyone and anyone who has discipline and dedication. And again, let me keep reiterating. Those of you who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, you are the ones that I'm targeting. You are the ones that I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that are ready. See, the naysayers, they'll tell you all day long, you'll live with this disease for the rest of your life. There is no cure, but they will be lying because I have irrefutable facts. And now it's up to you to want to gravitate to the facts because it's time out for you chasing a ghost. The herpes monster is eating you up, and it's time out for you to be set free. The shackles that he have on you, you have the key to unlock that shackle. It's herpesbootcamp.com. But the question is when are you going to get the key and unlock the shackle and free yourself? Ultimately, the decision is yours. You said, can anyone start the plan? Any and everyone can start this plan, but it's up to you. You have to make a genuine decision. You have to make a golden decision about your life. Stop living with this horrible herpes disease. You don't have to. I lived it for 4 agonizing years, but it stops right here and right now. But you have to make your own decision. You your own man, you your own woman. Stop letting the naysayers tell you what you can and cannot do. They told me that. And I was in the same position that you're in right now. But I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I thank you all for this golden opportunity. Remember, this is your moment. This is your time. You say you want to be cured? You say you're sick and tired of being sick and tired? Well, start the process right now. There's no more procrastination. What are you waiting on? Who are you waiting on? You don't need nobody to validate you. Validate yourself. Go through this 31-day process. Prove yourself that you can do it. I'm Reverend Harris. It's been a great time to speak with you. I'm stern, I'm strict, but I'm lovable. But that's what you need. Someone that's going to tell you exactly how it is and not pacify you, because I wasn't pacified and I dare not pacify you. It's been a blessing. God bless you. Take care of yourselves. Let's become cured. Herpes Boot Camp. Let's start.